There's probably been very few companies in history that have as much upside as we do.
Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So guys, I know. Nikola, again, I'm sorry, but I just can't help it. I can't stay quiet. I'm seeing so many red flags. Hopefully I stop seeing these red flags. I'll stop talking about Nikola very soon and it'll all be a distant memory. But I just can't stay quiet. Just like I couldn't stay quiet about Tesla stock being undervalued when I started this channel in November last year. I just want to be really clear. I could be hallucinating everything in this video today. It's 4:20 p.m. if you can't tell by my eyes. The point here is I'm not implying this is the way things are. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sharing some thoughts, a little bit of a crazy speculative theory, okay? Could be totally off the mark. I'm not saying believe this. I'm saying here's an idea. Here's something that I'm thinking about. Here's some pieces of the puzzle that maybe look like they're fitting together a little bit. What do you guys think? The whole point here is to have a discussion, to think out loud, to share my thinking. You guys do with that what you will. You can refute it, you can disagree, you can provide additional evidence, you can provide counter evidence. That's awesome, that's fine. It'll help us all learn and become better investors. But the point is, I just cannot stay quiet. So let's see what Trevor had to say. Hey guys, if you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 2 free stocks, check out the links in the description to Webull and Stake. Let's get back to it.
What's been your experience as a public company?
You know, it's interesting. Look, it's a little frustrating sometimes, but for other people, not for me. And this is how I look at it. You know, everyone looks back and they're like, man, I wish I could have gotten into Tesla at $30 or $40 or $50, right? But here's the thing. If you were to be in full production right now, our stock would be 10, 20, 30, 40 times what it is now, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I cannot guarantee that.
You cannot be serious. Like you just cannot be serious. Like we're talking more valuable than Tesla. Do the math here. Nikola today is worth, as I'm recording this, $16.5 billion, 10x at 160 billion, 20x at 320 billion. You can keep going, right? This is absolutely preposterous. I've got my crazy theory, right, guys? Are you ready? I'm going to start giving a few more details throughout the video. Here's the first clue. I think maybe Trevor's role is not really executive chairman. We'll see more about this soon.
So this is a chance for everyone to finally get in prior to the thing going nuts.
Is it possible that Trevor is actually executive stock pumper, not executive chairman? Seriously, let's think about this a little bit more, guys. Trevor Milton now, all he is doing is appearing in the media. He wasn't on the earnings call, which is a good thing, because if he said some of the stuff that he says on CNBS, he would be in trouble with the SEC for sure. However, he can say whatever he likes effectively on the mainstream media. He's not on the earnings call. He's doing a great job at pumping up the stock. Like I said, I could be hallucinating here, but I really am getting the feeling, totally unscientific, I know, the feeling that Trevor's primary role is literally to pump up the stock price. This would help a lot when Nikola wants to access capital markets in the future, and there's plenty of Robinhood investors out there. I mean, Trevor's already talked about literally creating the Nikola badges specifically to gain interest of the retail investors, the Robinhood crowd, to invest in the company. So I'm starting to get more of the feeling that Trevor doesn't really have any hands on at all regarding the daily operations of the company, anything that's really happening in terms of major decisions whatsoever. Perhaps he's just being thrown out there to the media because he's got that Donald Trump-esque ability to promote and fumble his way through things that apparently, if you're not paying attention, seem like coherent sentences or legitimate answers to questions. But if you lift a little bit, look a little closer, you realize there's not a whole lot of substance behind the words.
And I think that's like, you don't get it both ways, you know? So either you invest early and you get rewarded heavily, or you wait until the risk is completely gone and you're paying a high premium like everyone else is right now with Tesla, you know, $1,400, $1,500 a share.
That was some next level wizard shit right there. I've got to give a hand to Trevor. Well played, sir. Comparing Tesla and Nikola, implying that getting into Nikola now is like getting in early in Tesla. Of course, these kind of comments are targeted at the Robinhood crowd. This is what his job is, apparently. Maybe I'm hallucinating, like I said. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.
So I actually enjoy it because I always tell people, look, everyone talks about how they wish they could have gotten in early. We have $10 billion in backlogs with our Class 8 trucks.
That is an extraordinary claim. So let's dig a little bit deeper and look at Nikola's 10Q form recently lodged with the SEC. I'll put a link to this 10Q form in the description. I just want to be really clear. I'm not trying to catch them out. I'm not trying to twist words around here. You guys can read the form in its entirety. I'm not being sneaky here. I'm just reading literally what is in the 10Q form, okay? Heading: reservations for our trucks are cancelable. Let's read more. Reservations are subject to cancellation by the customer until the customer enters into a lease agreement. At times, we have indicated that if we were able to sell or lease every truck which has been reserved, we would have 10 billion in projected revenue. Because all of our reservations are cancelable, it is possible that a significant number of customers who submitted reservations for our trucks may cancel those reservations. Let's continue. There is a heightened risk that customers that have made reservations may not ultimately take delivery of vehicles due to potential changes in customer preferences, competitive developments, and other factors. As a result, no assurance can be made that reservations will not be cancelled or that reservations will ultimately result in the purchase or lease of a vehicle. And it gets even better. While we currently have a contract with Anheuser-Busch to lease up to 800 Nikola 2 fuel cell electric vehicle trucks, if we are unable to deliver our trucks according to the vehicle specifications and delivery timelines set forth in the contract, Anheuser-Busch has the right to cancel its order for trucks. Moreover, the Anheuser-Busch contract specifies lease terms and rental rates that may be hard for us to meet depending on our ability to develop our trucks and hydrogen network according to current design parameters and cost estimates. So that was an extremely long-winded technical way of saying this $10 billion in orders are literally all cancelable based on things like Nikola not delivering in time, not meeting specifications, other factors, okay? Trevor is out there talking as if these are done deals, they're locked in, there's certain contracts, etc., giving the impression that they're absolutely jacked to the gills, so much revenue coming in the future, it's absurd. Then we read the 10Q.
We just signed over a multi-billion-dollar order with Republic on our refuse, for refuse trucks. We have our Nikola Badger coming out with an OEM. There's probably been very few companies in history that have as much upside as we do, and we allowed everyone to come in early. So it's a little hard because we are pre-revenue and we get hit by a lot of people for that. But it's also exciting because we're doing it differently than everyone else has ever done it.
I definitely agree on that one. Nikola has a particularly unique business model, perhaps the only company in the world who's decided out of the gates to do nothing themselves, partner with everybody, and lease trucks that also come with all of the energy and maintenance included in a gigantic lease based on you being able to generate energy at a low enough cost to provide it and still make a profit. Of course, don't read too far into the 10Q form about the risks of not actually being able to use energy at low enough cost to create hydrogen at low enough cost to be cost competitive. Don't worry about that. Just forget it.
Trevor, at one point, the company's market value topped that of Ford, which I'm sure was a mind blow for you, despite the fact that Nikola has yet to produce a single vehicle for sale. I believe the company's valued at more than $13 billion. At some point, are you going to have to raise, well, I would imagine you would, but how soon might you have to raise some cash, and will investors feel comfortable doing it at that valuation?
Yeah, so right now we have about over $900 million of cash in our account today. So we're very solid financially. I know $1 billion doesn't sound like a lot of money in today's world, but it's a lot of money. It's almost $1 billion in our account. We will eventually go out to the market for more capital. That was in our filings from day one. We told the investors, look, it'll require one or two more. Tesla has done, I think they've raised somewhere between 10 and $20 billion to get to where they're at. We've raised one. So it's a pretty, it's understandable that we're going to go out, but we also have a better business model. Our business model is based upon profitability, not upon necessarily speculation. So I don't think we're going to need to raise the amount of money they've had to raise because our actual business model is very, very profitable. We make almost $250,000 on every truck we sell. That's a huge amount of money because we control the fueling infrastructure that comes with the truck. So we're just a totally different company than Tesla, but at the same time, we are going to have to go out for more capital down the road. But right now, we got a lot of money in our account and we're executing on time. So that's good.
And I thought I spent a lot of time in other dimensions. So anyway, the point I was making there is this guy is literally living in the future. He's talking about we make XYZ profit on we make. You don't do anything yet, Trevor. I understand that that's the dream and the vision in the future. But talking like it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, this makes no sense. You get no credibility talking about how much profit you make on trucks. You much more credibility saying we are aiming to make XYZ profit per truck, not we make. And what is this? Our business is based on profitability, not speculation. What the actual fuck? Like what the actual fuck? This is the polar opposite, and he's literally been referencing Tesla, so let's make the comparison. Tesla, the last 4 quarters, profit. Nikola, the last 4 quarters, no profit. Which is speculation? So I hope you guys have found this video insightful. Once again, I want to be really clear. I wish Nikola all the best. I really genuinely do hope they succeed, but I can't stay quiet when I continue to see red flag after red flag after red flag. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Am I hallucinating and imagining it? Or is Trevor being put out there really as a primary goal to just drive up the Nikola stock price to make it easier to raise money from the capital markets in the future? Let me know. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And of course, don't forget your free stocks with Webull. If you're in the US, you can start a new account with Webull using my link below. Deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks, one of them valued up to $1,400. And if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or the UK, you can get a free stock using the link in the description to stake.
Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.